Montgomery Federal Prison Camp. I'm going to give you a tour so that you can imagine what it would be like walking up as an inmate as your first day, showing up to prison, what the facilities are like, what the grounds look like at Montgomery Federal Prison. We're going to start out at the Visitor Center at Maxwell Air Force Base because that's where your family member or the bus would drop you off. You'd sit at that Visitor Center, they would call over to the prison, and you would wait for a guard to pick you up in a white van. As an inmate, one of your jobs will probably have something to do with taking care of something at Maxwell Air Force Base because Montgomery Federal Prison sits surrounded by the Air Force Base and water. As you approach, you see that the camp is open with no fences in the front, and as you first go into the camp, you will see on your right an admin building, medical, chapel, phone room, and chow halls. You'll also see very prominent paths. There's no walking on the grass in these main areas unless you're someone who maintains the grass. Other buildings you'll see are TVs with gazebos, a barber shop, pool table rooms, an arts and crafts room, and a Core Links email room. There are three main dorms: Montgomery, Mobile, and Birmingham. The Birmingham dorm actually houses the IMPACT program, which stands for Inmates Providing Animal Care and Training. The program is designed to raise up puppies to become service dogs. Inside the three dorms is fairly clean. I think that in the past it was designed for military personnel, but it is bunk beds in an open dorm with half walls, cement walls that are about 5 feet tall, so you can see over them, but you also have a little bit of privacy. These showers have curtains and the bathrooms have doors. As we talked about earlier, the jobs at Montgomery Federal Prison take care of the Air Force Base. So a lot of those are landscaping, administrative jobs, electrical, truck driving, and supporting staff housing. Unicor is one of the main prison industries, and as an inmate, this is one of the highest paying jobs. You are working on an industrial level doing laundry for the Air Force Base. The medical center ships in lots of bedding, clothing, and towels, and the inmates take care of that laundry service. For recreation, you can see they have a soccer field, and then if you walk out behind the prison, you will see a racquetball court, volleyball, bocce ball, basketball courts, tennis courts. You can buy tennis rackets and racquetballs and tennis balls on commissary. And then there's a walking track that goes around the facility. It is sidelined by a golf course here, so sometimes golf balls actually fly in and the inmates will throw them back to golfers. It goes along the water as well and wraps around the baseball field. The inmates at Montgomery Federal Prison Camp are generally first-time offenders, nonviolent, and a sentence under 10 years. So that's why you see they're given a little bit more trust with equipment and a facility without many fences. Looking at this federal prison, you may think, wow, this looks like a country club, but the bottom line is the main punishment in prison is being stuck away from friends, family, people you love, your job, and things you want to do. There's nothing pretty about being in prison. If you or someone you know has been federally indicted or might go to federal prison, then make sure in the comments section to grab my free checklist of ways to get a shorter sentence. Make sure they find my playlist here where I talk about the realities of federal prison. Until next time, this is Brandon at federalprison.org.